the best sports cars in the world right now. Welcome to Gear Hub, your go-to channel for all things tech and automotive. Today we're counting down the top 10 sports cars in the world for 2024. From blistering speed to cutting-edge technology, these machines represent the pinnacle of automotive engineering. Buckle up and let's dive in. And here it is. In at number 10, kicking off this ludicrously good list of cars, is none other than the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. You know, the one with that massive wing at the back? Yeah, that one. This is a car that needs no introduction. It's the automotive equivalent of a Swiss watch. Precise, engineered to within an inch of its life, and capable of embarrassing cars twice its price. Under that sleek rear engine cover sits a naturally aspirated 4-liter flat-6 engine. That's right, no turbos here, just pure, unadulterated engine noise, the likes of which you just don't hear anymore. It screams all the way to 9,000 RPM, delivering a tire-shredding 518 horsepower. But it's not just about brute force with this one. Oh no, the GT3 RS is a proper driver's car. It's got a track-focused suspension setup that's stiffer than a week-old baguette, and the grip? Well, let's just say it sticks to the tarmac like a particularly clingy politician to a photo opportunity. This, my friends, is a purist's dream come true. Coming in hot at number 9, we have a car that's about as subtle as a chainsaw in a library. It's the Lamborghini Huracan STO. Now the regular Huracan is already a bit of a handful, but the STO? Oh, this one's been to finishing school. The Super Trofeo Omologata, to give it its full, rather long-winded name, is basically a street-legal race car. It's got more wings and aero bits than an aircraft carrier, and the noise? Well, let's just say it's got a voice that could make a grown man weep with joy. Under that aggressively vented engine cover sits a 5.2-liter V10 engine that produces a mind-boggling 631 horsepower. And unlike some of the other cars on this list, it sends all that power to the rear wheels. Yes, you heard that right. This is a car that requires a certain set of skills, and a healthy dose of bravery, to handle properly. But get it right, and the Huracan STO will reward you with an experience that's nothing short of exhilarating. It's raw, it's visceral, and it's about as subtle as a brick to the face. In other words, it's bloody brilliant. And now for something a little different. At number 8, it's the Ferrari 296 GTB. Now some people might say that Ferrari has lost the plot with this one. A hybrid Ferrari? Whatever next. But I'm here to tell you, those people are wrong, dead wrong, because the 296 GTB is an absolute masterpiece. It's got a small but perfectly formed V6 engine nestled behind the seats. But that's not all. Oh no, this is Ferrari, remember? They've only gone and bolted on not one but 2 electric motors. The result? A combined output of 819 horsepower. That's right, 819 horsepower from a car that's about as environmentally friendly as a Toyota Prius. Well, almost. But don't think for a second that this is some sort of eco-warrior's wet dream. The 296 GTB is every inch a Ferrari. It sounds like a Banshee on steroids, it handles like it's on rails, and it looks absolutely sensational. This is Ferrari's way of saying, we can do hybrid and we can do it better than anyone else. And you know what? They're right. And now we come to another hybrid hypercar, but this time it's from those clever folks at McLaren. Taking the 7th spot on our list is the McLaren Artura. Now McLaren has a bit of a reputation for building cars that are, shall we say, a little bit clinical. Technically brilliant, yes, but lacking a bit of soul. Well, I'm happy to report that the Artura is different. Oh yes, this is a McLaren that you can actually connect with on an emotional level. It's still got all the technical wizardry you'd expect from a Woking wonder. A carbon fiber tub, a twin turbocharged V6 engine, and enough aerodynamic trickery to make a Boeing engineer blush. But it's also got something else. Something that's been missing from McLarens for far too long. Character. The Artura is a joy to drive, with a playful chassis, a responsive engine, and a soundtrack that'll make the hairs on the back of your neck stand on end. It's a car that you can drive every day, but it's also a car that you can take to the track and really push to its limits. And that, my friends, is a very rare combination indeed. At number 6, we have a car that's a bit of an old-timer, but don't let that fool you. The Audi R8 V10 Performance is still one of the most capable sports cars on the planet. It's been around for a while now, but it's aged like a fine wine. It's still got that iconic side blade design, and it still sounds absolutely glorious. Under that sleek engine cover sits a naturally aspirated V10 engine that produces a whopping 602 horsepower. That's right, no turbos here, just pure unadulterated engine noise, the likes of which you just don't hear anymore. But the R8 is not just about brute force. Oh no, this is a proper driver's car. It's got all-wheel drive, which means you can use all of that power all of the time. It's also surprisingly comfortable for a supercar, and it's relatively practical too. Well, as practical as a 2-seater mid-engine supercar can be, I suppose. If you're looking for a car that can do it all, the Audi R8 V10 Performance is well worth a look. Coming in at number 5 is a car that's, well, it's a bit of a looker, isn't it? The Aston Martin Vantage F1 Edition is a car that's guaranteed to turn heads wherever it goes. It's got those classic Aston Martin lines, but it's been given a bit of a makeover for the 2024 model year. It's got a new front grille, a new rear diffuser, and a set of rather fetching new wheels. But it's not just about the looks with this one. Oh no. The Vantage F1 Edition is also a proper driver's car. Under that long, sculpted hood sits a 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine that produces a healthy 527 horsepower. That's enough to get you from 0 to 60 in a shade over 3 seconds, and onto a top speed of 195 miles per hour. But it's not just about straight-line speed with this one. Oh no, the Vantage F1 Edition is also a joy to drive on a twisty road. It's got a beautifully balanced chassis, and the steering is precise and communicative. If you're looking for a car that's both stylish and exciting to drive, the Aston Martin Vantage F1 Edition is well worth a look. At number 4, we have a car that's been around for a while now, but it's still one of the most capable sports cars on the planet. The Nissan GT-R Nismo is a car that's earned a bit of a cult following over the years, and for good reason. It's a technological tour de force, with a sophisticated all-wheel drive system and a twin-turbocharged V6 engine that produces a mind-boggling 600 horsepower. But it's not just about the technology with this one. Oh no, the GT-R Nismo is also a proper driver's car. It's incredibly capable on a track, but it's also surprisingly comfortable to drive on the road. It's a car that can do it all, and it does it all very well. The GT-R Nismo is a bit of a bargain too. It's not cheap, but it's a lot of car for the money. If you're looking for a high-performance sports car that won't break the bank, the Nissan GT-R Nismo is well worth a look. And now for something a little bit different. At number 3, it's the Chevrolet Corvette Z06. Now, the Corvette has always been a bit of an American icon, but the C8 generation is something else entirely. It's a mid-engine supercar that's capable of going toe-to-toe with the best that Europe has to offer. And the Z06? Well, that's just the icing on the cake. It's got a 5.5-liter naturally aspirated, flat-plane crank V8 engine that produces a mind-boggling 670 horsepower. That's right, no turbos here, just pure, unadulterated engine noise, the likes of which you just don't hear anymore. But the Z06 is not just about brute force. Oh no, this is a proper driver's car. It's got a lightning-fast dual-clutch transmission, and the handling is razor-sharp. It's also surprisingly affordable, especially when you consider the performance on offer. If you're looking for a supercar that won't break the bank, the Chevrolet Corvette Z06 is well worth a look. At number 2, we have a car that's, well, it's a bit of a monster, isn't it? The Mercedes-AMG GT Black Series is a car that's designed for one thing and one thing only, to go as fast as possible. It's got a 4-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine that produces a mind-boggling 720 horsepower. That's right, 720 horsepower. That's more than enough to get you from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds, and onto a top speed of over 200 mph. But it's not just about straight-line speed with this one. Oh no, the GT Black Series is also incredibly capable on a track. It's got a sophisticated aerodynamic package that generates an incredible amount of downforce, and the suspension is tuned for maximum performance. This is a car that's designed to be driven on the limit, and it's not for the faint of heart. If you're looking for the ultimate track day weapon, the Mercedes-AMG GT Black Series is it. And so we come to the end of our list. The number 1 spot, the best sports car in the world right now, and the winner is the Bugatti Chiron Supersport. Was there ever any doubt? This is a car that needs no introduction. It's the most powerful, most expensive, and most exclusive production car on the planet. It's got an 8-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine that produces a mind-boggling 1,577 horsepower. That's right, 1,577 horsepower. That's more than a Formula 1 car. It's also got a top speed that's electronically limited to 300 mph. But the Chiron Supersport is not just about brute force. Oh no, this is a car that's been engineered to within an inch of its life. It's got a sophisticated all-wheel drive system, and the suspension is a work of art. It's also surprisingly comfortable to drive, considering its performance potential. This is a car that can do it all. It can be a comfortable cruiser, a capable track day weapon, or a record-breaking hypercar. It's the ultimate expression of automotive engineering, and it's the undisputed king of the supercar world. So, there you have it. Those are the top 10 sports cars in the world for 2024, each representing the pinnacle of performance, technology, and design. Which one is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more incredible automotive content. Thanks for watching Gear Hub, and we'll see you in the next video.